Sleep paralysis. Is it a medical condition or is it a demonic attack? And could it somehow be linked to alien abduction stories? Those who treat it like a medical condition will take it to this spiritually illiterate son of a... He'll just send them packing with a bottle of pills and tell them it's all in their head. But I and many others around the world would contest to say that this is a demonic attack. We've experienced it ourselves, and people are seeing figures all over the world describing the same few set of figures, and this goes all the way back in history. I mean, the word nightmare comes from the word mare, which meant demon of the night. And this dude calls it a hallucination. But hallucinations can come in all shapes and sizes. It could be funny, it could be scary, it could be weird. But with sleep paralysis, they're all terrifying. And they all start with you being stuck to the bed. You can't move, you can't scream. And all of a sudden a dark presence comes into the room. Maybe you'll hear whispering in your ears, obscenities. Some people even get sexually assaulted, which is another reason why I think that it could be linked to alien abductions as well. The craziest sleep paralysis / alien abduction story I ever heard was this guy. He was in his room and then his bed was surrounded by aliens and they stuck a probe in his anus and started lifting him up off the bed. And I think it would be something like this 1950s sleep study where this man levitated off of his bed. But as soon as he said the name of Jesus, they flee. Which reminds me of a story from one of my favorite channels, Truth Be Told. This dude, he has a story where relics started showing up in his yard and he started communicating with this being, this little alien guy. And you know what? He was like, hey, I want to tell you about Jesus. And the moment he started talking about Jesus to this alien, he just disappeared. And he never came back. Also, if you listen to the testimony of that alien invasion that just happened in Vegas, I mean, that kid says that as soon as he made eye contact with those 8-foot, 9-foot beings, he froze in place like he had sleep paralysis. He compared it to sleep paralysis. And you should hear what MUFON has to say about the name of Jesus and these alien abductions.
There have been hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have escaped an alien abduction experience by saying the powerful name of Jesus Christ.
Each one of them said, yes, sir, we've come across cases like this ourselves, where they've been able to stop it using prayer or Jesus' name. I said, excuse me, how come we have never seen this documented? You're telling us otherwise, that it can't be done, it can't be stopped. First answer they usually gave us, we didn't know what to make of it. I would have been fine with that. The second answer is what puzzled me and got me kind of angry. Because it was that one that I want you to hear for sure. They said we couldn't go there because it might affect our credibility in the realm. Do I hear cover-up? Over the next 10 years, I have now worked with over 400 cases of people that have been able to stop the abduction experience in the name and authority of Jesus Christ. This is documented evidence.
So the MUFON guys are afraid of losing their credibility. Well, if you find out that the name of Jesus drives aliens away from you, does that make the whole aliens from outer space lose its credibility to you? It does for me, because then I find out that these guys are actually demons. So I come from a life of drug abuse, and the moment I first had sleep paralysis is when I wanted to step out of that lifestyle into a new lifestyle and possibly follow God. I went to bed one night thinking, maybe I should quit all the drugs and the negative lifestyle and should maybe live for God. And that night is when my first experience happened. And everything from getting sexually assaulted by these beings, having them race around my bed. This actually looks like the one that was growling and racing around my bed and taunting me and telepathically communicating with me. They would always say things to me like, you're worthless, you're never going to amount to anything anyway, why even try, and stupid things like that. But I can tell you this, the only reason why you would have sleep paralysis is because you are a threat to the darkness, and demons have been backseat drivers in your life, and then as soon as you're at a pivotal moment in life where you got to make a big decision, or you're about to change your life for the better, or you're about to step into your calling, Look, that's when they need to come and try to threaten you away because they're scared of you. They don't need you working on the bright side. They don't need you working in the light because they need you in the darkness. You can crush them as soon as you step into the good side. All 3 times in my life that I've had sleep paralysis, I've used that name of Jesus. And I know not all of you believe in Jesus, but that's literally the only thing that made them flee from my room and leave me alone. It was always at a big moment of my life where I had a big decision to make, or I was getting ready to turn at a crossroads towards the good light. Not all medical professionals are bad guys, you know. Some of them will say, hey, this is a little out of my field. You might want to seek spiritual support for this one because I can't figure it out. But I don't trust this one. Looks like he's scheming. Oh, look at his face. Looks like he's up to no good. But for real, if you guys are experiencing sleep paralysis, try the name of Jesus. See how it works out. Seek spiritual support. Pray. And these things cannot touch you. They cannot harm you. They are under spiritual law, which you are protected under the Almighty, your Creator. And look, spiritual attacks come in all shapes and sizes. This is the second time that I've had to make this video right here because my first account, I got to 20K followers in 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden my account got... And I was like, oh, it was so discouraging. But then also, when I made this account, when I started doing the videos that I do here on TikTok, I started having sleep paralysis experiences again. They started attacking me because they know this was a part of my calling, like getting on here, making these videos, talking about my truth. And look, guys, I know a lot of you don't agree with me. That's fine. But I'm just saying from my experience, what I see, I'm connecting dots. I'm trying to figure this thing out. So, do you know anything about sleep paralysis? Have you had it before? If so, let's talk about it.